Hello and welcome to our YouTube. In this video, this is for rugby players who want to put strength, size, speed, and they want to train their legs properly. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about exercise selection for the legs. And there are so many different exercises out there for the legs and core that I'm trying to keep it really simple for you so that if you're a beginner, advanced, whatever, you can get better results. Okay, so like in my upper body one, go and check out that one and we can combine the two together. I just didn't want to do one big video. I wanted to try and separate a little bit. The first thing you need to remember is what are we trying to get out of each exercise? Are we trying to get stronger? We're trying to get speed strength? We're going to try to get faster. What's the main thing we're trying to get out of this block? Okay, what's the main thing we're trying to get out of you for the last 12 weeks? Okay, so the big difference between my maximum muscle program and my super player program is my maximum muscle program will it'll focus on this, strength and hypertrophy. So you're going to get more of this and less of the speed and the speed strength stuff. Whereas the super player program, it's more of a mix. So you're going to get a bit more of this with this, obviously. Okay, so this will just build up more strength and hypertrophy. And we know from my other videos, if you didn't watch my power video, go back and watch my power video, and you'll see that we need strength to be powerful. Okay, so power or being powerful, okay, is pretty much strength times speed, okay? And there's different spectrums of how fast you can move, okay? You can move really fast, which is just speed, and you sort of have your in-betweens there with your speed strength. So, how does a muscle grow and get stronger? Well, the muscle will get stronger where it has the most leverage, okay? Where it is actually the strongest, okay? So picking exercises that are stable, that allow you to recruit a lot of muscle fibers is what's going to help you grow the best. Okay, so here's your basic leg stuff. Okay, I'm definitely missing stuff, but it's your main stuff that will get you most of your size. Okay, so if we look at glutes, okay, your hip thrust, a hip thrust will probably get growing the most, but you don't need to do a lot of it. Okay, like 2 sets done twice a week, so like if you do it 1 set on a Monday, 1 set on a Thursday, you're going to get massive amounts of growth. Okay, and I usually do it towards the end of the session where, unless you're really like, I really need big glutes, so I do it at the start. I do it towards the end because it's less fatiguing, it's a much easier movement. This doesn't take a high amount of motivation to be able to do a hip thrust well. Okay, and that matters. So for your glutes, really big one, obviously having a hip thrust in there, a back extension. If you have your feet out like this on a back extension and a single leg, you'll hit your glutes really well. Really like back extensions because it also does your hamstrings really well, okay? And it does the distal part, so the lower part of the hamstrings, which is really important for rugby players. Abduction, so abduction is a hard one to do. Like you see people walking around with their little booty bands around the gym, yeah? But probably not the best exercise just because you're not going to recruit enough muscle fiber to actually do anything. But if you really need more abduction, then try your machines they have in the gym where you're just pretty much opening your legs. It's actually a really good one. And then your back squat. So your back squat is more glutes than is quads because you usually sit back a bit more. If you're doing an upright one like us, that I show in my videos and how we do it, that's because we're going to get a bit more quads, and I want more quads because quads are a big part of your leg drive, being able to extend the knee, and also how well you can eccentrically control your quad, the better you are at changing pace and changing angles. Okay, so that is a big part of you being able to change direction fast is your eccentric quad strength. So that's why I do a lot of back squatting like that with a little bit of tempo on the way down, is to build up that eccentric quad strength. Okay, so back squats aren't really the best exercise for glutes, like these will be better, but when you're a beginner, I would do some sort of back squat with your heels elevated so you can get right down, get through the movement. You're going to grow your adductors as well, on the inside. And so like that's what I really like. If you can get a low back squat, it's going to help you if you want to do power cleans and other powerful movements, okay, where you're going to have to pull yourself under the bar, so you're going to need that mobility. If you don't have that mobility, don't even start working on it, but you can still work out and you can still work out hard. So rather than doing a back squat, Okay, think of doing like a single leg squat in a Smith machine or something where you can really control it, and that would be a way better option for someone who's just very stiff and can't move well. Okay, so think about that. Onto my calves. So the calf raise. The humble calf raise. If you want to grow your calves, okay, you want to hold the bottom position when your foot is pointing up, okay, towards the sky, okay, because the calves are actually strongest in that stretched position, okay, and the calves are strongest that's where they'll grow. So hold it up, down, like the other way. Most people will hold it up the top on their tippy toes, okay, but you actually got to hold it the other way. And holding it the other way is also going to be really good for strengthening up the tendons of the ankle. Okay, if you hold that with weight, all right, your tendons will definitely strengthen up, and that's a really key one. Is tendons do like to be do things slow. Okay, they will grow that way, and doing it with weight will really make sure that your calves, not just your calves, but your ankles are as strong as possible. And I like to do it on a leg press because it's really stable, right? Really easy compared to standing. It's just a real easy movement to do. I use a pin loader one because it's so easy. Like you just literally stick the pin in and off you go. Calves are done. All right. Leg extension for the quads. So the quads need, quads are obviously 4 different muscles. That's why it's quad. The leg extension is a big one because that will make sure that you hit all of your quads. Okay, because otherwise you're going to miss your rec fem. All right. Yes, you will get rec fem from sprinting. That's why sprinters have massive rec fems, but you want to also train in the gym, and that will also help prepare you for sprinting if you have those strong rec fems, okay? You can do that with reverse Nordics if you don't have a leg extension, and then you have your front squats and your hack squats. They will be the squats that hit your quads the most, okay? And I really like hack squats, I really like front squats. I really like pendulum squats if your gym has one. But the front squats are going to help you more if you power snatch, hang power clean. If you want to go down that route, you might want to do trap bar jumps instead. Maybe that's you, and that's fine too. But for me, I like to teach hang power cleans and hang power snatches because I know most people are going to work out a long time, so it's really good to have some skills under your belt. Like if you're just doing trap bar jumps your whole life, I don't know, it's like it's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit boring. All right, hamstrings, any sort of leg curls, okay, will build up your hamstrings, all right? Your seated leg curl will build the most size in the hamstrings because, once again, they like length, okay, and they will grow in length. They are the leg muscle that will damage the most, though, okay? So hamstrings, everything else here don't suffer a lot of damage, okay? So you can actually give them a bit more. Where was I up to? Back extension. So yeah, back extensions go from glutes. You have your tantrums and you have some isometric holds on the ground, which can be good too, but they're not going to really build size. They're just going to prepare you for sprinting. And then we got lower back. So I put lower back part of this because you will train your lower back with like most of these as well, and lower back's a really important piece. But having a strong Romanian deadlift, a good morning, obviously people will usually put them in for hamstrings and glutes, but I don't think they're the greatest of movements for that, but they will make you have a really strong lower back, which is really important for your tackling, just for being, really solid. Like, you think about where your lower back muscles run, like if you're weak through there, then yeah, you're going to struggle. You got your GHDs as well. You got abdominals. So your abdominals, you think about what your abdominals actually do. People do like a lot of crunches and stuff like that to try and do it, but like just train your abdominals like you train any other muscle in the body, okay? So think about which movements they need to do and then do those movements. So like your decline sit-up, I didn't even put that down, leg raises, any sort of twist. So you want to do some speed twists, okay? Some holds where you pull-off press and things like where you're actually holding, right? It's just requiring your core to stay on. Even your side bends, okay? These are things that, like with a weight, side bends, like you don't have to do much. Even 1 to 2 sets done twice a week is going to be massive, okay, for core, and you'll get a super strong core. You don't need to go holding planks for 15 minutes to have a strong core. That's just will, okay? You actually need to load them up. Like they train them like any other muscle group. They need to be loaded to get stronger. We need to tap into more muscle fiber for them to grow, okay, and to get stronger. So if you're a beginner, I would pick, I like to do full body sessions for beginners, or if you're a bit more advanced, go to a 2-2 split, so a lower upper split. And then you would pick, a glute exercise and a quad exercise, a calf, obviously. Calves I would try and get done 2 to 3 times a week, all right, on a minimum if you can. All right, if you're a beginner, once a week, you're going to get growth. Any of this stuff as a beginner, you're going to get growth once a week. If you can do it twice a week, if you do it 3 times a week, you're going to get awesome growth. You're going to get crazy growth. But the more you do it, the less sets you can do. So if you want to do 3 full bodies, you can only do 1 set roughly of each thing. Otherwise, well, maybe 2 sets of actual top working sets. And the main thing is too, like, you want to make sure that you're progressing each session. Okay, as a beginner, you should be progressing every session. So if you do a lift on a Monday, you should almost already be better by Wednesday. Okay, and if not, you should be better by Friday. And you could do that. You could pick like a back squat, a leg Nordic, a Romanian deadlift, and that could be your workout, right? And like if you just focus on those, you'd probably grow. Add a hip thrust in at the end, and like you're covering a lot. All right, what about our speed strength? Okay, so if you're looking to get faster, these are just bold, there's lots of things under this. So sprinting, jumping, any sort of jumps I'm talking about. So your broad jump, your box jump, your seated box jump. There's so many different jumps. Single leg hops, bounding, pogos. All of these are your speed work. Okay, so they're at the one end of the spectrum of how fast you're moving. Okay, so these are also going to build up your tendons, all right? They're also going to help you get faster, okay? So like we want to be doing all these sort of things. That's why I put a whole separate sprinting sessions in my programs. Okay, and then there's in between being like slow. This is more slow stuff. This will be really fast, and this will be fast. Okay, and there's different levels of which ones are fast. But banded squats are an awesome one because it makes you keep driving all the way up. Okay, squat jumps. Okay, I really like squat jumps with bar. Super simple, safe. Hang power cleans, power snatches, trap bar jumps. There's more to it, but if you have some of those, okay, or if you have one of those, then it's going to allow you to keep on getting faster. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share it, and yeah, check out our programs. We've got our maximum muscle program, and we have this super player program.